Bulls, barrels, and boxing. It is all happening at the historic Bone Sack Ranch in just a few weeks. And today we have Garrett and Clay Olin joining us to talk not only about this event, but a little bit about the history of this ranch as well. Thanks for coming in, guys.
You bet. Thanks for having us.
Okay, so there's a rich history to this ranch, but you two are pretty young guys. So tell me a little bit about how your family got involved and kind of the history of the Bone Sack Ranch.
So the Bone Sack Ranch was established in 1918 by Charles and Frida Bone Sack. They started the ranch back then, and Frida, she was kind of an entrepreneur especially for women in her age, and she's actually been inducted into the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame. What she started, something kind of unique, she started having rodeos and shodeos out at the ranch, and they used to have boxing events after the rodeos back then, and that's kind of how that all snowballed into what we're doing today.
Okay, 1918, that's crazy. When did your family get involved?
So about 29 years ago, my parents moved down to the ranch and started leasing and managing the Bone Sack Ranch there and running cows. So we've been there ever since. That's the only place that we've ever known. That's where we grew up. So. Okay,
so let's move forward into this really cool event that you have planned. It's coming up September 11th. Can you tell me a little bit about what it entails?
Yeah, so the actual performance will start at 6 p.m. We'll have 20 bull riders. We've got some really good bull riders and some really good bulls, so that should be really cool. And then there'll be 10 barrel racers, which will actually be the short go for the barrel racing. That will be happening earlier in the day. And then after the barrel racing, it'll go right into the short round of bulls. And then right after that, there'll be a little intermission to get the the ring right into the middle of the arena. And then we'll start the boxing. So it should be pretty good, and we've hired out some pretty good people. We got a really good rodeo clown coming in from Cody, Wyoming, which is the rodeo capital of the world. He does really good announcer, and it should be a really good show.
Okay, well, we know that we have people who love rodeos around here, but you're starting up a rodeo and kind of talk about where you're located, and so it's been quite a while since something like this has happened at this ranch.
Yep, so we're just 45 miles southwest of Fargo, kind of right in between Lisbon, Wyndmere, Kindred, all those small towns. We're kind of right in the middle of all them, so it's really not too far of a drive, and it's really nice, really good scenery out there, and it's a really pretty place. So really beautiful.
Okay, yeah. But this has got to be a pretty big undertaking to start this, though, kind of from scratch, I guess.
Yeah, it's been kind of been a heck of an experience getting everything, all the sponsors and just all the little details that go into it, getting it all put together. And the last rodeo they've had there was in the early 1950s. So,
wow.
Like I said, we're just trying to stick with history, so to speak, how they used to have boxing, and trying to incorporate that back into it. And we're hoping that gets a lot of people. If maybe you don't want to come out to just watch the barrel racing and the bull riding, well, come to watch the boxing, and we've got 3 really good bands lined up to play all night afterwards, and we'll have concessions with our home raised beef that was raised right there on the ranch all night, and the Silver Prairie Saloon on a McLeod will be serving the alcohol and drinks for the event.
So family friendly? Can you bring the kids out to this event?
Yeah, there'll actually be a
there'll be a sheep event. It's called the flock fleecing event. So what we'll do for that, we'll turn about 15 sheep in the arena, and 2 of them will have little strips of duct tape on them, and we turn all the kids loose in the arena, and whoever can get the duct tape off them gets a prize. So.
Oh, I love that. Okay, September 11th. This is a Saturday. It all really gets started at 6 o'clock. What's the cost to get in? Do you need tickets in advance, or?
Yeah, no. The cost at the gate will be $25, and that includes the whole rodeo, and then the boxing, and then as well as three artists, and they all have music on all platforms. Kenny Fiddler and the Cowboy Killers, Cody Hollinger, and then Benny Paulson in Breaking 8. And it's kind of neat because Kenny Fiddler and Cody Hollinger are both from South Dakota, and then Benny Paulson was actually a PBR Finals bull rider, and he lives in Richardson, North Dakota. And so all the bands will be local, and they're all on all music platforms, so it should be pretty fun show.
Super fun event, and you can check out the history of the ranch. A lot of it still there, kind of like a museum. I'm hearing.
Yeah, there's a lot of memorabilia and stuff in the lodge, which will be right next to where the concert will be, and we'll be allowing people to look through there, and there's a lot of really neat history there.
Well, Clay, Garrett, thank you so much for
you
coming
bet.
in, and we have to follow up with you. So much to talk about. Sounds like a great event. Mark it on your calendars. Thanks, guys, for coming in.
Thanks.
Stay with us. Coming up next, how a little ninja action can help your kids in the classroom.